Open your mind to new truths. Open your heart to compassion. Open your hands to all the world. Come, be open, and enter into worship together.
Good morning. Welcome to the outdoor and online service of the Unitarian Congregation of Westchester, where we grow, love, and serve together. My name is Cheryl Pittenger, and I'm a lay leader here. We especially want to welcome those of you who may be guests or first time in your first service, as well as those joining us online today. After the service, we will hope you will join us for social time. For COVID safety, we don't have food, but there is bottled water available for those who need it, and restrooms are in the building. Please be careful of the power cords. Our services in October will alternate between outdoor and online worship. Next week's service will be live streamed on your YouTube channel. We hope you will join us. For the service today, we ask that everyone make certain you are wearing your mask around your mouth and nose. This will keep children who are not able to be fully vaccinated safe from aerosols as we sing together. We also ask that families spread out at least 6 feet from one another, and I can see that everyone's kept this in mind. Thank you so much as we'd like to be closer together. After the story, we will invite all of our children in pre-kindergarten through 7th grade to join Miss Cassie for religious education classes down the hill. Our youth in grades 8 through 12 are welcome to stay and enjoy the service with their families, or they are invited to join us down the hill to have a separate chalice and chat during that time. Parents can enjoy some social time after the service. Children will be brought back to the blacktop area when classes are over. Unitarian Universalism holds that great good comes from wide diversity. So whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever your heritage, and from wherever your beliefs spring, we are pleased that you are here. Let us walk a while together. Our announcements, as normal, are in our online collection newsletters and can be available on the website. We just have a couple that will be announced in person. One is, if you are here, you will see that many of the items that are being offered in the silent auction are on display today for you to see them in person after the service. It goes all the way across the back of the blacktop area and in the covered area there. There will be online silent auction bidding today from 12:30 to 1:30, and the last 2 silent auction bidding sessions will be Wednesday and Friday evenings. The online live auction will be on Zoom Saturday at 7 p.m. And it's still a good time. It's not as much fun as if we could all be together, but it should still be as a Zoom online auction. You can still come and joyously bid against your buddies. If you have not been receiving emails with the links to participate in the auction, you can talk to Steve Sander today. Please raise your hand, Steve, or stand up. Steve Sander today, or visit our webpage to register for a paddle number. Now our Director of Religious Education and our minister have some additional announcements.
Hello everyone, I'll keep this short. I know it's a little chilly out here this morning, but I wanted to remind you, this Tuesday is our first adult RE event. We are studying world religions, and this is just a very introductory kind of session that we would love to have you come out to. Our groups thus far has preferred to be on Zoom, so we're going to do this first session on Zoom, and we can go from there. So we look forward to seeing you at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And then our other announcement, it's almost Halloween! Please get excited and RSVP if you can come to our Halloween trunk or treat event, especially if you can decorate your car and help hand out candy. This is prepackaged candy and goodies and things. This is a great way for our kids to still have their trick-or-treat experience, but have it in a COVID-safe way. So we would love to have a few more volunteers. Feel free to see me after service or email dlfd@ucwc.org. Thank you.
So what I have to tell you, other than good morning, I'm Reverend Dan, what I have to tell you is that if the stars align, and we know there are no precedents for the stars not aligning in recent times, right? But if the stars align, I almost hesitate to say this, then next week should be our last online-only service. We think probably, possibly, and perhaps. The current kind of tentative plan is that next week, that Halloween will be here, weather permitting, and we'll have the trunk or treat, and we'll have a celebration of Halloween and the roots of Halloween and Samhain, and it should be a fun intergenerational service. The following week, we are planning to have our All Souls service out here also, if we can, so that everybody has a possibility to come to that service. It may be a shorter than average service, but we wanted to have the chance to have that ritual in person this year because some of us kind of need that service after the last couple of years that we've had. The following week, which would be the second Sunday in November, we expect to have our first in-person, indoor hybrid service. I say hybrid because it will be, as this service is, live streamed to our YouTube channel, but at the same time, we are limiting the number of people in person so that we can be a little more spread out. There may be some things a little different about that service. The music might be less hymn singing and more, it will almost certainly be not hymn singing, but more other kinds of music. And we'll do some other things. We probably won't have food at the social hour again, but we're going to get to meet in our building, we hope. And that does not have to be weather permitting, so that's a good thing. And again, just as Cassie said, we're going to take it from there and see how far we get as we begin, we hope and pray, to find our way out of this pandemic. Turn it back over to you, Cheryl.
Our chalice lighting today is our mission statement. Grow in spirit, heart, and mind. Love through care and community. Serve beyond ourselves. Let's just say we're having virtual chalice today. You think you can do it? The experience here. Woo! Experience counts. Okay.
I don't expect it to stay lit very long in this wind, but we'll see.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. We are going to sing together. I'm going to invite the choir up to help lead this hymn. Oh, we give thanks, and I'm going to remind you of the words. Jason, if you could kind of get us going. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. And you can stand up if you want to, and you're able to kind of warm up just a little bit. Please join us. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. precious day, for all gathered here and thus far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. One more time, and why don't we kind of look and see who all is here this morning and send out this lovely message to them. For all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Thank you all. Please be seated.
For our Unison Affirmation, I'll ask you to repeat after me. We gather.
We gather.
Aspiring to be.
Aspiring to be.
A thriving, caring, and welcoming community.
A thriving, caring, and welcoming community.
That supports each person's spiritual journey.
That supports each person's spiritual journey.
Embraces diversity. Challenges us to live responsibly. And is a catalyst for a just and compassionate world. Thank you.
All right. Let me find my place here. So we are we are celebrating our congregation's mission today. And I think I ought to tell you from the outset that this is not going to be the last time that we do that. That's partly because our mission is our guiding star, partly because we knew it was going to be a little blustery out here today, so I didn't stretch it out as long as I could have. But it's also because our mission is so rich. Honestly, I don't think we could ever exhaust its depth. I could riff on this every week. But mostly it's because a mission like this is something that we grow into and deepen with. It's part of our spiritual journey to deepen our growth together, to deepen our love in community, and our service beyond ourselves. And it's important that our mission begins with growing. We grow in spirit, heart, and mind. Just say that with me. We grow in spirit, heart, and mind. That's the thing about Unitarian Universalists. We never stop growing. We never close our minds. We explore, we look for truth, we learn together, we grow together. That's the spiritual center of who we are. Lots of people love and serve, but if we're not growing and learning together, I kind of feel like we're generic. Growing in spirit, heart, and mind makes us who we are. And if we're doing it right, we won't be the same people when we leave as we were when we first came here. One of the things that makes us who we are as a congregation is that we know we are all growing and learning. We grow as children, as youth, and as adults. And even though we sometimes go to separate spaces to do that, other times it isn't that way. Other times we come together as one learning and growing community. And every time we do, it's a precious gift. Cassie Lengel, our Director of Lifespan Faith Development, has a story reflection for us.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, that was so good. It's so good to see all of you again, face to face here. This is wonderful. And like Reverend Dan said, today we're celebrating our mission statement. Hooray! I know. Hold your excitement for a moment. Let's take a nice deep breath in together as we settle in for our service. Ready? Awesome. So our mission statement, grow, love, serve. I wanted to take just a couple minutes this morning to talk to you about that growing portion. What does it mean to be a growing community together? So I have a special reflection for you, kind of adapted from Gary Kolowski, and it's asking the question, why is Unitarian Universalism like a walking stick? It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland, but it doesn't have the raven and the writing desk. So how many of you like to go walking? Oh, lots and lots and lots of hands, and I'm sure we've got lots online as well. Well, we love to go walking, and we're in the perfect area to do that. You know, whether it's a nature preserve, a carefully cultivated garden, or even just wandering around the woods or a park. Well, I can't say as I'm terribly athletic, and I don't walk very fast, because I usually wind up looking for wildflowers on my path or admiring a twisted root, and then all of a sudden I look up and, oh yeah, there's woods around me. Well, I like this kind of walking best. After all, a walk in the woods isn't a race to see how fast you can go or who can get to the end first. It's a series of moments, almost a meditation, as you admire the sights and the sounds around you. If you're in too big of a hurry, you'll miss the little details. The crunch of fall leaves, the first sprouts of new plants, a bird watching you as you kind of wonder what his intentions are. But even when you take your time, a walk can sometimes be tough going. The last walk I took was over at Bondsville Mill Park, great area. And I was out walking, and it started to rain a little bit, and I didn't mind too much as the rain kind of tickled my nose, so I kept going. And of course, that tested fate. So I was soon drenched, naturally. And if you've ever been out to that particular walk, it's all a dirt path, so pretty soon I was on a muddy slip and slide. So believe me when I say I know that sometimes a walk can be tough going. There could be difficult stretches. It might be cold and windy. Well, we still love walking anyway. So what makes it better? Well, we often go with a friend, or we grab our trusty walking stick. Ah, there it is, the walking stick. Walking sticks bring us back to Unitarian Universalism. So our religion is a little different from others, because for us, life is like a long walk or a journey. It starts when we're little children, just learning about our world, and our faith grows as we grow. With each step, we're gathering more information, having new experiences, finding out about ourselves, and as we explore, our beliefs change. The things that we thought were true when we were 6 years old might be a little different when we're 60. And none of us is just certain how the trail ends or what we'll find when we finally get to the top of the mountain, if we ever get to an actual top. But we know that people have walked this path before, and that gives us the hope and the courage to continue. Now, just like life is like a long walk, it's sometimes tough or unexpected. And that's why it helps to have friends like this spiritual community walking beside you. And at those times when we start to lose our balance, we remember our trusty walking stick. Unitarian Universalism, our religion, is like that walking stick. It's not a religion that solves all of our problems. It can't magically lift us up over those muddy patches. And it doesn't spare us the necessity to slog through or dig deep or climb over boulders. But it is a religion that helps us to keep our balance. It keeps our feet solidly on the ground, even when that ground isn't quite solid. And it reminds us that no matter how hard things get, each of us is strong, and each of us is brave and resilient and capable. And we're all worthy, no matter how we identify our own gender, ethnicity, race, whether we're big or little or any other identifiers. And Unitarian Universalism is a faith that encourages each of us to find and make our own beliefs. We're not a one-size-fits-all religion, and those beliefs will change and adapt as we grow. So next time that you're out for a walk, I'd encourage you to go slowly and look for a good stick. And as you meditate through the small details of the things around you, remember the faith path we've taken thus far, and we look forward to where we're going next.
You want to announce?
Yeah. So at this time, any of our children and youth who are going to be joining us down the hill for RE, go ahead and stand up. We've got our teachers, Teacher Jerry and Teacher Joshua here. If you need help carrying a chair or you don't have a chair, wave your hand and we'll come help you. And we're going to walk through the parking lot again.
That's all right.
So the choir is going to sing a song called When We Are Singing. It's got 3 verses, and the last line of each verse says, we are bringing change, we are making peace. And if you'd like to join us on that line, please do.
Can I just say what a joy it is to hear you sing in person all at once? We need to stop for just a moment and give a little bit of extra credit to the Spirit Singers, because this entire pandemic, everything that you have heard, and I know we've said this before, but you can't repeat it often enough, everything that you have heard every time they have sung has happened because Jason recorded a piano part, he sent it to Miriam, Miriam sent it out to choir members each recorded their own part. Oftentimes Miriam would have kind of given them something to sing along with. Everybody recorded their own part, sent it back in, Miriam edited it all together, and somehow the magic happened. And it's just so wonderful that A, that you did that, and B, that to hear the magic happen in person so that you can hear each other while you sing. When we are singing, we are bound together. When we are sharing, we are free to be. Both in our singing and in our sharing, we are bringing change. We are making peace. That's the love part of grow, love, and serve. It's also the serve. One of the things that is most meaningful to me about Unitarian Universalism is that we have discovered that people grow better when we grow in community. We learn better. We seek truth in our own individual ways and directions better when we do it as a community of seekers. We serve the world better when we join with others in common cause. Community matters. Our care for one another matters. Love matters. We could not be who we are without the love we create and embody in this community. Now, I do understand that love is not a comfortable word for everyone. This is not about romance. It's not about adoration, not even about friendship, although I sincerely hope we are friends together. But when I think of loving in care and community, I think of the deeper practice of love. We talked about it in last week's service. Love is being responsible to one another. Love is helping one another. Love is reaching out to each other. But it's deeper than that. Love is embracing one another in all our diversity, not in spite of our differences, but because of them. It means we don't just say to a newcomer, yes, you can be here if you learn to act like we do. Or, we're glad you're here because, we need more people like you. If you're talking about some category. We do need more people like you because we need more people like everybody. It means that we open ourselves to the gifts of every person's differences, whether those differences are rooted in culture, in gender or gender identity, in sexual orientation, age, neurodiversity, politics, ability, or theology. It means we care enough to learn and grow from our differences. It means we're willing to change when new people join us, even when change is not easy, even when change means letting go of some of our pride. That's what love is. It means we love every person for who they are and value the gifts every person brings. That's who we are on our best days. I say our best days because it isn't easy. Pride can make it hard. Our sense of our own rightness can make it hard. Our desire to be comfortable makes it hard. But the more that we practice love, the more rewarding our religion will be, the more we live our mission of love and care in community, the more our spirit will open. So, no, love is not just about sentiment. This is about creating the beloved community. This is about building heaven on earth. We love through care and community. Say it with me. We love through care and community. This is a sacred mission.
Walk in love, unite.
Religion is more than an intellectual exercise. Yes, I recognize the risk in saying that to a group of Unitarian Universalists. Somebody wants to go grab that piece of music that just... I see we already rescued the paintings. That's fine. Everything's fine. We caught them before they became sales. Anyway, I recognize the risk in saying that religion is more than an intellectual exercise to a group of Unitarian Universalists. We do have kind of a reputation for getting stuck in our heads sometimes. And I would not for a moment suggest we stop using our minds or that we stop talking together about our truth-seeking. We come by our truths through long seeking, through mind and heart, and as the Unitarian Universalist theologian James Luther Adams said, the unexamined faith is not worth having. However, I would suggest that the unlived faith is also not worth having. That was fun. This is love and service right here, folks. I think we're This is lived faith. If the end result of our love and our growth has no impact on a world that needs our care and our voice, then what are we here for, after all? There's a famous affirmation in Unitarian Universalism that says, love is the spirit of this church and service is its prayer. And to me, that invokes that wonderful line from Frederick Douglass about praying with our feet. This is a prayer that does something. This is a prayer that makes a difference. We pray with our feet when we prepare meals for Safe Harbor, when we work for honest representative democracy, when we show up for Black Lives Matter, for immigrants, for women, for the LGBT community. We pray with our feet when we run to keep the tent from flying off into the next county. We pray with our feet when we reach out from our small community to the larger world, not because there's something we hope to gain, but because there is something that we have to give. So our Share the Plate program is another way that we offer service. If not praying with our feet, then at least praying with our wallets, which is also important. And it's also one of the ways we make our values manifest in the world. It's a different cause or organization each month. And this month really is about service to our neighbors who are most in need, because this month we're giving to Act in Faith. Act in Faith is literally an act of our service along with our neighboring congregations. It was created by the Religious and Spiritual Council of Greater Westchester as a way to help our neighbors who were falling through the cracks. They offer, actually I should say we offer, because we are part of it, we offer emergency funds and resources for anyone in the Westchester zip codes who has needs that can't be covered by any of the larger organizations. So this is an organization that literally saves homes and saves families. Through the pandemic, Act in Faith has been a lifeline for our most vulnerable neighbors. And we've been a part of that. I invite you to continue to be a part of that. I invite you to give as generously as you're able within your means for our congregation, for Act in Faith, for the service we do together. And for those of you online, you can go to ucwc.org. Hello, people online. ucwc.org/giving, or you can use PayPal, or you can mail a check, and please mark how you'd like it divided. We will now receive our morning offering. You'll know if we need you. for these gifts and for everything we give in so many ways to all of our communities. We are truly grateful. People running to rescue the tent is just going to stick in my mind for a long, long time. One of the things I love about our mission statement is the way it all works together. Grow, love, serve. Serve beyond ourselves. I forgot to have you repeat that. Could you say it? Serve beyond ourselves. Serve beyond ourselves. Grow, love, serve. Part of spiritual growth is our openness to one another, and part of it is our service to the world. The love in our community engenders the trust necessary to do that growth, and love itself is a spiritual practice, not just reserved for our congregation. As we grow, we learn to practice love widely and deeply. As we love, of course, we serve. We serve beyond ourselves as individuals. We serve the congregation because we love it so. We serve the world because the world needs us. We grow in service. Grow, love, serve. That's our mission. Grow in spirit, heart, and mind. Love through care and community. Serve beyond ourselves. Can you say that with me? Grow in spirit, heart, and mind. Grow in spirit, heart, and mind. Love through care and community. Love through care and community. Serve beyond ourselves. Serve beyond ourselves. This is my not very subtle way of getting you to learn the mission statement. So that when anybody asks you what your congregation is about, you can tell them. We grow in spirit, heart, and mind. Love through care and community, and serve beyond ourselves. Grow, love, serve. As we lift up the joys and sorrows of our community, we'll sing Meditation on Breathing, which to me highlights the synergy in our mission. When I breathe in peace. It is growth. It is love. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. It is love. It is service. Please sing. I guess I'll go. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love.
Good morning. My name is Sheila Grant, and I'm the pastoral care contact for the month of October. And I'll be reading the cards of sharing. A joy. Our daughter was married last weekend to a wonderful young woman. Our family came from all over the country to share in their happiness. They were surrounded with love. And my upcoming surgery was put on hold this week. This is due to the fact that my body seems to be healing on its own without surgical intervention. What an unexpected surprise. A concern. I would like to ask for prayers for my youngest brother, Rory, who has just begun chemotherapy. The predictions are not good, but I pray that like our mother and our sister, he will surprise the doctors and live to see his grandchildren. A concern. Please hold my friend's father in your prayers as he recovers from triple bypass surgery. His wife has dementia and the family is dealing with a lot right now. A sorrow. Please keep my family in your prayers for my brother Jim's passing. He served in Vietnam as an air traffic controller just shy of his 75th birthday in November. A concern. Our good friend was hospitalized with a COVID breakthrough infection. He is 78 and has COPD. We are hoping he survives and are dreading the prospect of his passing. He has a very large and caring family and devoted friends, and has made all of our lives better by his presence. Please surround him with supportive thoughts. And we always light a candle for all of those unexpected joys and concerns that we hold in our hearts.
Please sing. I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. Breathe in, breathe out. We begin our time of meditation and prayer with a few moments in the community of quietness. Into this space made sacred by our presence together, we bring all of ourselves. We are seekers, learners, lovers of life. We are doers of justice, givers of comfort. We are children. We are youth. We are aged. Open to the wonders of the universe, we find insights together, we reason together, we grow together. Blessed in the community we share, we care for one another, respect each other's diverse experience, and hold ourselves open for the next to come in. Connected in body and spirit to all of humanity and to this wider world, we give ourselves in service to all. We are blessed in community, and in community we grow in spirit and we bless the world. Amen, and blessed be. In a minute I'm going to trade places with Miriam as she leads us through Come and Go With Me to That Land. But first I just wanted to remind you that during social hour we'll have a chance to uncover some of the auction items and bring them and take a look at them. And I really do hope, if you haven't had a chance, that you go online, you peruse everything, that you go to our bidding sessions and bid. It was kind of light the other day, last week, but it often is at the beginning. So I hope you go and bid early and often and have a great time. There's some really amazing things, and some people put a lot of love into the donations. The other thing I'm going to say is be patient as we end the service. I think what we're going to do is we're going to very quickly, at the end of the service, take down the sound system and move it out of the way so that we can get the tent folded up just for safety purposes, and so people don't have to stand there holding the thing for no particular reason. I think that would be the best course of action. So stick around. There's a lot of you I haven't had a chance to talk to in 2 years, and some I'm still getting to know. So I'll be kind of over here dealing with details, but then you can come and do that. Miriam, shall we? Oh, you got it. All right. Oh, there'll be tent holding in that land.
So feel free to stand if you are able and you'd like to get a little warmth back into those limbs. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. I think we can handle that. Here we go. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land where I'm bound. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land where I'm bound. There'll be blowing in that land. There'll be blowing in that land. There'll be blowing in that land. There'll be blowing in that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. There'll be blowing in that land. There'll be blowing in that land. There'll be blowing in that land where I'm bound. Come and go with me. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Thank you, folks.
Oh, one of those is mine?
I know.
There we go. Our closing words are from Bob Dylan. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Come and go with me to that land where we grow in spirit, heart, and mind, love through care and community, and serve beyond ourselves. Come and go with me. So may it be. Go in peace.